I think that nigga a genius. Like he knows he under concerts I went to like by myself as an adult where it was like, oh, I'm choosing to go to this concert. I have merit in this. And it was like one of the greatest shows I ever seen. And it ruined concerts after that for me because you start seeing people live. I just recently went to, a famous person live. I go to live shows often and I be unimpressed and I be having to walk out. Like I be leaving early because I feel I can't sit and watch niggas rob the culture.
Well,
And then people pay all that money to see him, and then they be like, "This ain't no fucking show." I put my heart into shows.
well, and one artist that does really well is Russ too. How did that come along?
How did I meet Russ?
Yeah, how did that come along? That relationship.
Man, Russ just posted me randomly one day. Just shared my shit. I don't even know how. I think he said he found it on TikTok. And he shared it, and I tapped in, and he was like, "Man, I love your shit. Let's build." And some time went past, and then he kind of tapped back in and was like, "I'm starting a situation. How can I be helpful?" And I told him what I needed, and he just assisted. He told me what he could do, and we locked it in, and we just start building from there.
Wow. And with all of the changes with music systems and AI and stuff like that, I mean, what do you think of the whole AI thing?
Um,
People making music
I
from it.
don't,
Where do you think it's going? Do you
I
do you ever
don't,
use the AI for anything? Is it just Chat GPT? Where do you think is good for artists to use AI if?
I don't think it has any effect on music. Like all the niggas
Good.
I know who get busy, AI can't fuck with us. AI can't fuck with me. Nigga,
I love it.
it's just different. My heart and my soul in it. My producers I work with, AI can't fuck with. It just if you threatened or worried about AI, you probably need to work on your skill.
What is the biggest advice that you have for up and coming artists like yourself? If you could look back a year and say, "Hey, LaRussel, do this," what would it be?
Put that shit out. Put that shit out
Because
relentlessly.
as
You know.
artists, we tend to sit on hot shit.
Hell yeah, bro. I get into these periods like I've gotten all the way here by putting that shit out, right? And every few months or so, I'll start having meetings again with different labels, different people, and you get in your head because you start having people are like, "Oh no, take your time because we want to pitch it here and we want to serve it to this." And you got to remember like, how did I get to this point?
Yes.
Oh, because that homegirl I had in high school, nigga, in high school, I used to go home, make a song, and put that bitch online, the same day, very next day. And it's like when we start making it, we start to lose that same drive and dedication and love that we had. And you can't do that. The same shit that got you here, the same shit that's gonna get you there, just elevate it. So when I get back in that state, when it's like, man, fuck that, I'm in that mode, and you dropping relentlessly, because it's about like your passion and love. I never flood just for the sake of it. I'm not flooding music or dropping hella music to stay relevant. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm dropping shit because I love it and this shit hard
Yes.
and I want to share it. You feel me?
But you're doing it consistently, and consistency and repetition breeds familiarity. Familiarity breeds a relationship. Relationship breeds teamwork or synergy, and synergy wins games. And you've caused a lot of
Hmm?
synergy, not only with social media and other artists like the Russ Thing, like Busta Rhymes, like Snoop Dogg, like all of Ricky Rich,
Yeah.
and your audience. I mean, inviting them to your house. I mean, how did that come about? And you sold it out for a year ahead of time? Break this whole shit down for me, player.
Hey man, it all starts with a no. That's why I'm really grateful for my losses as well as my wins because it all started with somebody telling me no and what I can't do and what won't happen. And I just took that energy and transmuted it into something that now I own. I don't have anyone that could tell me no. I could wake up and throw a show any day of the week. When
I
I
love it.
feel good on certain days and I'll do a rehearsal, I get paid to rehearse. I'll get up and say I'm finna rehearse at 1 and I put tickets up and they sell out. You feel me? Like that's the power of having your own infrastructure.
Well, that's
I just created a
wait.
system where
So you brought up something really interesting. That is the power of a super fan. Now, how does that tie in with you, especially? Because, for instance, I was talking to Taj Farrant, who's the 14-year-old kid that plays the guitar, the blues musician. He's got the #1 blues album in the country right now, Australian kid. And he was telling me about this, about the super fan thing, is you can have 1 million followers, but if you have 1,000 people that are super dedicated to you,
no. That's not me
No?
exercising the power of my super fans. I do offer-based ticketing and items. So you could be a passive fan and it's easy to support